Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. I'm sure, as I always say every week, I'm sure that we all know the score by now. Daily races, Monday night, new set of dailies. And they're alright. They are alright, let me tell you. I actually can't remember daily race A and B now off the top of my head that I've started the stream, but daily race C ain't too shabby. Now, the reason being, normally on this race, I think this has been a similar setup before, and it's been a mandatory pit stop. So Deep Forest Raceway, the Group 3s. I think when we've done it before, it's been Group 4s. However, I think that's been the difference. And I don't actually think when we've had Group 4s that we've had a mandatory pit stop. Maybe once at the very start we had Group 3s and we had that mandatory pit stop. But it really did make all the difference, because you can sit there as you're getting held up in traffic, being one example or one scenario, and think, right, we're going to jump into the pits, we're going to try and undercut. Or if you see somebody go into the pits before you, you think, right, we'll go for an overcut and we'll try and push if we've got a little bit of clean air. Or you can be, if you're right at the front or right at the back, think, right, we're going to go long or whatever, and we're going to try and, if you're right at the back, as I did a race earlier from the back, make up a few places, and it can be quite it'd be quite interesting. Literally, John, yeah, I've just watched on catch up the match from yesterday, so not too great. So Ben, who I've just hired, who is the video editor for Winter Media, just realising I need to put the fan on over there. He had messaged yesterday saying, "Oh, I've just got back from watching the match, like absolutely raging, really annoyed," and I'd said, "Oh, I'm assuming then we've lost. I've got it on catch-up, so don't tell me the score, but I'm assuming we got beat." And he said it went really well until the last 10 minutes, and then it was just stupid decisions that were made. And I thought that he was talking about the referee until I watched the game and I realised it was just our own stupid decisions. So, you know, what can you do? But yeah, not the best. Not the best. But this week, as we were talking earlier, John, is pretty decent, innit? It's not too bad. Starting from the back's good fun. So we're going to do an alternate score was 10 men versus 11. Yeah, I know. That one was I felt quite bad for Trent, actually. It being a red card. I do think it was definitely a red card, but I don't think that it was intentional for sure. I think it's just been the timing of it, and as he's gone for the ball, I think it was Isaac had just sort of moved across. But anyways, yeah, 10 they've done well with 10 men, definitely. So we're going to do a couple of races from the back on this one. If we decide to stay on Daily Race C for the entire stream, we got 3 hours, which will be 6 races, providing nothing goes wrong in the lobbies getting set up. So we are going to be P14 for this one. Let me just pop the fan on in the corner of the room as well. 2 seconds. Right. Let's get comfy. We are good to go. This looks like the lobby has crashed. Oh, no it hasn't. Right, my treat for this evening, along with a bar of 30p cheap Sainsbury's chocolate. First time trying strawberries and cream Huel. Absolute treat. Oh, Brighton lost as well. Who was Brighton playing? I seen that Man City struggled against Sheffield. I've got a match of the day on catch-up to watch, though. Both for the whole weekend. I don't know what it is, but all of a sudden I'm now into football. Lads. Strawberry Huel is banging. It's absolutely unreal. So I normally get the berry flavour because normally this is never in stock for the full ready-to-drink like 12, pack of 12. But our shop around the corner has just started getting them in and has got and had the strawberry one. So I was like, right, I'm on that. Thought I could have nipped in front there. Oh, oh, that's, oh. Potentially my fault, as much as it feels like it isn't. I don't quite know. Probably is my fault. I don't quite know. Oh, was that the race leader into the pits there? I don't think it was the race leader. Maybe it's P2? Someone very high up the order. Going for an almighty undercut. John saying his fault. I might get past Wolfie here. Right, can we make a bit of progress? I did a practice race earlier on and I started P16. I think I was right at the very back of the grid, and made quite a bit of progress up to P6 at one point, like battling for P6, and then pretty much stayed steady at P7 until we ended up with a pretty unfortunate penalty at this corner, actually, with that tricky to kind of judge yellow flag situation that Gran Turismo has going on. Oh, there we go. I was just going to say there's a bit of almost a pile up, it looked. Just somebody ghosting. Right, these guys are all absolutely killing each other for time here. It's making me wonder whether or not I actually go into the pits and try for an undercut. It does mean, however, a few more laps to try and stretch out the second set of soft tyres that we will have. This guy's going to go to the inside, so I'm going to brake early because he's going to go to the inside. I'm going to try and nail it on the exit. I think we definitely come into the pits here. What do we think? I'll judge it one more lap. Might live to regret that one. Go, go, go. Look at all this. Oh, this is going to cost me a load of time. Oh, dear. Three places there. Wasn't expecting that. That's a bonus. Bad exit for these guys as well. Crikey, we could be looking at top 6 here. Oh, no. Oh, come on. That's absolutely not my fault, that. Absolutely not my fault. How unfair is that penalty there? We're turning in as somebody absolutely launches the guys on the hairpin. Oh, contact there as well. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. This is the difficulty of this combo. Harsh penalty, absolutely. Are you talking about the 4-second penalty or possibly even this track limits? I felt that was a bit harsh as well. Absolutely nothing to be gained from running wide where we did. Yeah, the 4-second, yeah. Yeah, that one was definitely a little bit brutal. Let's go, go, go. How are we doing, Adam? If you tuned in about 10 minutes ago, mate, I would have said that things were a lot better than the answer I'm going to give you now. It was going pretty well up until we ended up with 4.5 seconds of what I would say was fairly harsh penalties. we were making really good progress through the field earlier there. It's good fun starting from the back here, but you just got to watch out, I think, and just be sort of extra careful of those situations that might catch you. I'm going to have the run on the fellow Porsche here, the Spaniard. Right, as the race leader comes in. Nicely done, nicely done. Force him to the inside as much as possible. Oh no! Keep the place, buddy. Keep the place. Keep the place. No, no, he's dropped off. He's given me it. Perhaps both of us feeling as guilty as each other. I understeered slightly into him, but then he also turned while I was there. Bit of a racing incident. And potentially both either equally to blame or equally as innocent. But he drops off and gives us the place, so his inner guilt obviously a little more overwhelming than mine was. Fair play to him. Yeah, super hard work, mate. Getting the Porsche. Porsche is absolutely mega. As I'm sure you know. P13 now, and we were like looking at a top 6 earlier, only a few laps ago. Cheech, how we doing? Blame Key. That's no good. Alright, 2 more laps to go. Oh! Almost lost it. The Stig has binned it and has quit the race. Not often you can say that. Right, on to the final lap. Literally, look at that. 1 second off the leader of this race, or the fastest lap of this race, I should say, not the leader necessarily. 26.1, and I've just set a 27.1. Yeah, soft tyres, yeah. Not often that we get that in the daily race seat. I think that's why they've gone for the high deg, haven't they? P12, not a good start to the stream. Then did Daily Race B and got punted all over the place. Yeah, that definitely sounds like Daily Race B. What do we think of that then? We got Genesis up top, the GTR. Oh, the GTR's got to be a struggle around here, surely. Unless you can just about tame it. Which quite clearly that chap has managed to do, who got P2 there. Strange. Should we try either a different car? Should we possibly try the Merc? Let's give the Merc a go yet, because you never know. Excuse me. Let's try the Merc. I've got absolutely no idea how this is going to fare up, by the way. But we're not going to cross the line properly. I still want to start from the back. Try Adam's car. What's Adam? Oh, the Ferrari, isn't he? So kind of quite top, 160 mile an hour there. Brake a little bit later though than the Porsche. Feels a lot more settled through there, to be honest with you, than the Porsche as well. The sort of medium speed right and left hander into the big braking zone. The Porsche always feels a little bit light there, as it does mid-engine car. This Merc doesn't feel too bad. It feels quick and comfortable. Whether it actually is or not, always hard to say. We've not quite got the straight end or the top end that the Porsche had, and we know that the Porsche also is not necessarily the quickest car on a straight. Far from it. Right, so let's keep a reference. 117 there as we hit the 117 as we hit the crossing of the pit entry. I'm just going to keep a check that way instead of actually crossing the line. I want to do one more from the back, so I'm talking about that crossing of line there. It's kind of my little self-made marker. Look at that, 159. Can't quite top 60 on that straight. 100 metre board for the... Ooh. Okay. Be a little bit more planted in the Porsche, as you can probably guess. Oh, got to be careful of spinning this thing. It didn't catch me out at all on the first lap, but I think that's now because we're pushing just that little bit more. Oh, the McLaren. Right, okay, we look at the McLaren then. I think tonight to try a few different cars, because for once it's not one car at the top of the leaderboard. Right, we can cross the line and start a new lap here, because that time is going to be awful. Go! Does anyone know what the top times around here actually are? Is it a 20... What will it be? A 23? 24 maybe? Probably 23? We're probably going to cross the line there with a 26.5. Oh, 24.4. All right, okay. Okay. Let's go again. That's poor. For the t-shirt, how could I forget what we say in 26 treble 3. I'm not going to cross the line just yet. We're going to do another race from the back. We're going to attempt it in this Merc, which might be a mistake, to be fair. going to try one more from the back, and then we'll give it a bash to actually try and do some proper quali. I just want to also check something here. For this pit lane exit, I think I got caught out on this before. I'm not too sure. I might be alright. Let me just check. Adam's saying 25.976. I'd like to think I can get down to the 25s. Right, I just want to see whether or not that gets you a penalty. Kind of like straight lining it there. We got a barrier collision penalty. But nothing for pit lane. So I don't know if you do get a penalty there or not. James saying ACC. I know, mate. It's been a little while that I've been promising that. I think I'm just going to stop saying I will get onto it next week, because at this rate, I will have literally been saying that for about 30 weeks of the year so far. So, right. But hopefully soon we'll get onto it. Right, we're going to be starting from the back here, as we say. P12. What do we think we could actually, if we were to qualify properly? I reckon a low 26. So maybe we would, in this lobby here, we'd be starting mid-table. Maybe it's P7 to P10, something like that. The 4C as well, someone in the alpha there. That's looking good. Pit lame. Oh, bit lame. I thought that was a pun saying pit lame because of that penalty. Or the lack of penalty. Right, let's go again. What do we think in this one now then? P12. We're in the murk though. This is the big difference here. We might get caught out, and I don't want to be caught out, but the murk could do us here. 16 cars in this one, so we only got 4 people behind. Hopefully we don't need to worry about them. We'll struggle on the straights though. Let's go. Porsche's gone straight on there. I was planning on going around the outside, but no need to now. Make sure that I gave him the space there. This is asking for trouble. Oh, nearly just drove straight into the lot of them there. Bit of sliding about behind. Oh, he hit the wall there. Bit of outbraking from everyone. sitting tight behind these guys for now. Takes a lot for that Porsche to lose the rear end out of a corner. I am there. We have that. We have that. Oh! So close. Genesis with a tremendous run out of that corner there. Look at the difference a bit of slipstream makes. Look at the difference a bit of slipstream makes. He moves over. Oh, the Porsche's absolutely sent it. Look at that. Or at least on my position, he's potentially made this stick. I'm going to have to let him go. At risk of not wanting to get shoved off the track. Oh, he's gone. Oh, well, that's cost both of us a bit of time there, pal. Pushing just a little bit too hard. This is not the last lap, my friend. Do not worry about it. Oh. Porsche absolutely sending it like it is the final lap and for the race win. Really? Really? What on earth was that? What on earth was that? Look at the damage we've got now. Look at the damage that we got now. This guy's going to absolutely rinse us on the straight. If he goes for this move here, that is absolutely abysmal. That is such unfair unsportsmanship driving that. I wasn't deliberately trying to tag him there, but I wouldn't have been bothered if I did. Oh, he knows it as well. He knows that that is just pretty much unacceptable on every level. Shocking. Ah, he's made a mockery of me there. Same again. Not quite as close this time round. We've picked ourselves a bit of an enemy there. You did see me turning right into a left-hander there. And unfortunately, I'm ashamed to say, I'm not sorry. I'm going to go one more so that we hopefully fall out of sync with this guy. Well, we certainly try and teach him that you can't be going for lunges like that, ramming somebody out of the way and then getting the position in the next corner. That is just not acceptable driving at all, on any level, on any level. Right, race leader comes in. Fresh set of tyres, do not refuel, go, go, go. James was saying podium for this one. I like your ambition, mate. I like your ambition. It looks like that guy's got in front of us, though. Oh, by quite a bit as well. Look at that. How's he managed that? Oh, no, there he is. I thought that was him a couple of cars ahead there. It's not. This is him right behind us, so we pretty much end up with the same gap. Right, we're closing. Elbows out. Especially on him. I don't drive like that against anybody else, that's for sure. Right, I tell you what, this Merc has not done too bad, realistically. It's just a smidge of pace that it loses on the straights that I think is what undoes it all. Right, this guy absolutely deserves some wellying now. That's the second time this race. You probably thought he outdone me there. I did just genuinely slightly outbrake. You probably thought, oh yeah, it's like that clip every time you see of someone going for a stupid lunge and then someone outsmarting them to move out of the way. We got him. We got him. That, my friend, is what you call a little bit of karma. And unfortunately, it bit you that time. That guy had no intentions of racing cleanly. This guy, on the other hand, looks like we could have a good battle with him. Last couple of lap battles for P7. Actually, is he also in the Merc? I think he is, but maybe he's the other Merc, the newer one, or the older one, sorry. We got to switch back. We just didn't manage to get the power down enough in first gear, but now we're going to have the shortest line to the line, which just puts us in front. So P7 for us, it is indeed the Merc. If the huge Mercedes logo on our rear bumper there did not give away. Oh. So as it goes, this guy might end up with this position. I don't quite think we're going to manage P7. Someone with a penalty up ahead though. just get the undercut. He just outbrakes. That's unfortunate, but we're going to have that one. Good battling with him. Good bit of racing. Not too bad. We'll take P7, considering the race before was not quite as good. Like you and Brian are bangers. Yeah, rammed out, but we only drive like that when we have been driven into like that by somebody else. You know, if you can't beat them, join them and all that. Yeah, John, good battle with the Frenchman. 5 positions race. I quite enjoy racing from the back, to be honest. I'm unsure as to whether we should put in any more times or not. Is he still in? No, he's gone. What do we reckon then? Should we go again? What car was this, by the way, in here? Oh, Clio RS. Jeez. Horrendous. Want the chance to win a t-shirt. Fair enough. Right, in that case, let's jump in the... What did we say? The Ferrari? What did we say? Ferrari or... What was the other one? McLaren. Right, now I don't have the McLaren, so... Let's just hire one for this. I definitely don't have the McLaren, do I? Because I do this all the time. AMG, Subaru, Audi, Peugeot, Mazda, Lambo, Jag. Audi. Right, let's just rent it for now. Where is the McLaren? There it is. Let's jump in the Mac. Let's go. Right, so we'll get probably 3 laps here. Let's try and set a time. Has anybody set any decent times in the McLaren or not? Because I don't think the McLaren will be too bad, but I tell you now, where it will struggle is this first twisty sector. This is where it'll struggle. Will it struggle on the top end? It actually looks like it. It's kind of in the middle. I think maybe it's matched with the Merc. Can we break at the 100? Yes, we can. Right, let's not take this first lap too much. This is where it's going to struggle the most. If it will struggle, this is where it's going to be. Not too bad. I can hopefully take a couple of tenths out there. Don't bin it almost out of turn 1 for start. Nice and planted. Second gear there gets you out of that corner wonderfully. .24.6. Best you've seen in the McLaren, right? Okay. Well, we're definitely not going to be setting that then. Adam, what you were saying? 25.746. Cheech has thrown in a guess there as well. Let me clock that one in a minute. 42. What's that say, Cheech? There's too many numbers there. Right, 27.8. I'm guessing Cheech is just putting in any number. Nothing that relates to a lap time or close. Right, 3 tenths up. Good stuff. Probably be earlier on the power there, I would have thought. given that second gear just does not spin you out at all. Right, now I said low 26s, just generally speaking I thought is where I would probably be when I was in the Porsche. So let's see where this is going to put us now. This will be a high 26, 26.7, something like that. 26.6. Oh, no. Big mistake, that one. Right, it looks like actually dragging out the gears is the quicker way to drive this thing. Am I getting confused with the Group 4, I think, perhaps? Definitely think so. Group 4, you've got to short shift like crazy. Perhaps not the Group 3 by the looks of it. Right, come on, a couple of tenths to improve on here. Oh, just keep that in fifth. Look at that. Look at the time that you gain there. No! I was 4 tenths up there as well. Just tried pushing right on the limit there. 4 tenths up. That was going to look like a 26.2. I think I can get that to a low 26 though. We're not going to qualify much better than we did in that last race. We started P12 in the last race. We'll not be qualifying much more than that. Right, I think the aim eventually will be to get that down to the 25s. It'll be high 25s, but it'll be 25s, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, dropping down to first to get the front end in on a couple of the corners, yeah. Not a bad shout, mate, not a bad shout. Oh, Adam's in this one. There he is. There he is. Adam, where are you starting? Oh, quite a way up ahead of me. Look at that, we do start P12 in the end. Adam's starting quite the way up the grid. Yeah, this beast wants red line. Fair play, fair play. Somebody saying to me, use your brakes this time. Oh, that's the guy that we had a little incident with and he turned into, and we kind of met on that apex. John said that that was his fault, so I'd say that John is the steward on that one. Yeah, Adam's going to show me how it's done here, I think. Definitely. Why does it say please refuel? That was a bit weird. He might crash, hopefully. No offense, Adam. Good luck though, mate, good luck. Here we go. What the hell? Why am I on board with the guy at the... Why am I on board with him? What's happening with me? I'm literally not driving my own car. I'm literally not driving my own car. What's happening? What's happening? The wheel is still being... What on earth is going on? What on earth is going on? I'm literally driving this guy's car. I am not driving though. I'm just on board with them. What on earth has happened there? That's such a weird glitch. We're just on the straight. We're obviously crashing into a wall at the moment because my wheel's still responsive. Look at that. That's where we are. We're literally like parked up. If I start driving forward, then we start... Look at this. I've got my foot down on the power now. There you go. We've just gone into the wall. We've just spun. What a bizarre glitch. At least we can watch how to race quickly and well round here. Watch, he's about to come up to us. I've got no idea where I am. But I believe I'm about to be parked in the middle of this guy's path. There we go, and now I've been disconnected. What? What? That is the most bizarre glitch I think we've ever seen. That just makes no sense. That is mental. Oh, embarrassing. Right, I'm guessing it's going to be daily race. Daily race B to kill the time. How mental was that? Absolutely bizarre. Now, I don't mind it happening the first time because then we get a YouTube short out of that. But if it happens again, I'm going to be devastated. Right. This is a difficult track, this, and I very much doubt we're going to get anything really that great. But we're going to run in the McLaren. I hope this matches up fine and we don't have any glitches. This would be really annoying if it happens a second time. Such a different car this though. Even though we've just been driving its Group 3 counterpart. Right, 140 treble 9. I've got no idea what the a good lap time is around here. Whatever it is, we're probably about to be 10 seconds or so off the pace. Oh, that would help if we could keep it in the track. Oh, track limits as well. Right, 142.9. What did you say, John? A 140? So I'm like 3 seconds off the pace. Yeah, 140. I'm going to be so far off the pace in this. I always struggle with this track. So to jump into this while we kill time for the error of Daily Race C there, this is probably not going to end particularly well, I wouldn't have thought. Oh, there we go. Right, let's go. Jonathan, how we doing, mate? Right, we're not quite going to cross the line, or if we do, it'll not count as a time. Not have enough time to process it, but I think we can keep our foot there. Right, 100 metre board just before. Yeah, probably 100 metre board. Gotta try and get a second or so clear on this one. This lap. Just before the 100, just before the end of that curb. There we go, there's a second. I forgot there was another turn there. Oh, that was abysmal. You got 39.8. Well, that shows how far I'm off the pace yet. Obviously not really prepared for this race. I still barely know this track. Any other excuses I can get in? And obviously we've only had 3 laps of practice. Not even 3 laps. And as you guessed, we are starting at the back of the grid for this one. You love this track, John. Are you any good round here? Well, I think I suppose 39. Not too shabby at all. So you clearly are quite handy round here. There's a big gap there between 3, 4, 5 and 6. There's like 7/10 between one of those places. So clearly not that many people on this race. Otherwise you tend to see them a little bit closer. Right, someone in the Alpha there up top. 650 Alpha 458. That was the top 4. I didn't see any others. You'd be 6th. Oh well, you'd be off to a better start than me. I've only got 4 laps to try and basically not finish last. I think that's my aim on this one. Let's go. See what we can do. Go. Oh well, we're definitely not finished last. Someone with a what can only be described as a false start. I wonder if he's had the same glitch that I had in the previous race. Oh well, I think we might as well give up on this one as well then. Oh, yellow flag, we might nab a place. We'll try and have a race with this guy. Say that's him pretty much out of that race. Can we catch up to the Frenchman in front? I think that's now our new challenge. Let's try and catch this pack. Come on. What an awful start. 4.4. Just nearly done the same thing. Ah. This could actually turn out to not be like the worst result ever, actually. Look at this. Proves you should never quit a race. Right, see if we can aim for a top 10. We got P11 in front, P10 in front of him, obviously. P10 also with a penalty. Bit of promise about this one, you never know. Half second. This will be a decent recovery race, to be fair. Right, he's going to serve his penalty. I think we will remain P12. He's going to get his foot down on the power, cover the inside or the outside. Oh, God. Right, Kushti, we're going to have that. Let's see if we can have P10 then. Last lap, last lap. Doing better than I thought. Yeah, pace isn't quite there, but for the back end of the grid kind of pace, I'm sort of catching. So there we go, he's made the same mistake. We can have him. 2 seconds to these guys up ahead here. But they're fighting, they're going to go into the hairpin pretty much side by side. Just before the curve. They're still side by side, 1.7. 1.6. All about smoothness, those couple of corners. Hence why I struggle with them. There's going to be a position to grab here, I think. Just looking at it. Not quite, not quite. P10 though, realistically, that's not too bad, is it? They've obviously, half the group's had a bit of a nightmare and dropped back. You can see the difference there. +2, +4, +8, 5, +8, and then a huge 8-second gap. So someone's obviously binned it or made a bit of a mistake, but it allowed us to catch up, so... Right, we'll jump back on to Daily Race C then. Hopefully no issues in the start on this one. That was really, really annoying. And while we're on it, we'll break out the extra cheap 30p chocolate, because why not? Monday night streams done properly. Right. This one was Asda. Extra cheap chocolate Asda. Asda chocolate. Show it to camera. It's the yellow one. You know, everything like the proper cheap Asda stuff. Don't know if you can see that or not. It's like 34p a bar or something like that. It's not quite as... It doesn't quite hit like Galaxy does, but I'm an absolute chocoholic, so it does the job for me, definitely. It's worth a try. I mean, it's, as Peter Kay says, it's like, it's, you know, it's the equivalent of, as Peter Kay would say, a roller cola to Pepsi. That's what we're working with, but it's it does the job. Right, let's push for this then, and let's see what we can do here. Oh, we were still spinning there, straightened up and we were still spinning. Oh, twirls, mate. Yeah, twirl. Twirl, Galaxy Dairy Milk, Flake, the lot. Ripple, Galaxy Ripple, best ever. Absolutely tremendous. Cannot top a Galaxy Ripple. Love all Galaxy, especially Ripple. What glitch was that? Oh, Adam, I forgot that you were in that race. That, I've got absolutely no idea what happened there. Have you rewound the stream to see... Have you watched back the stream to see what was going on? Because honestly, that made absolutely no sense to me. For a split second I thought, oh, they've put me at the front of the grid. What a treat. I'm P1, accidentally. And then I realised, oh no, they haven't. I'm actually just spectating P1 for some reason. So that was me for that race, and then eventually just got kicked out of the lobby. So no idea what was going on there. Right. Let's try and improve. On these couple of laps that we're going to be able to get here. This current one is going to be a high 26 if we're lucky, a very low 27 it looks like. Yeah, just GT7 things, exactly. That was a little bit embarrassing, that one. Can you imagine that happening at the World Series or something like that? That would be an absolute laugh, wouldn't it? Right, 1/10 up. Two tenths up. So that time at the bottom, the 26.6 is what I set in the Merc, I think. Did I or did I not? No, I didn't. I set that in this McLaren. So this is going to be a 26 point. It was looking like a 26.4. Don't know if that'll be track limits there. Kind of need to double check which line it is. I think we're okay. Right, 26.3. Starting to improve slightly. Right, 3-8. We could get down to the 25s here if we actually manage to keep this up. Oh, I lost so much time in the braking there. So much time. At least a 10th, I think. Right, enough time for one more lap. Oh, actually, we might get two. We will get two. Two more laps. Get your guesses in. What's our fastest lap time going to be? I haven't managed to check the comments yet since we started lapping. Oh, save it, save it, save it. Go, 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 go. Hope the release of Forza put some pressure on them. Right, well, I did see, as much as, yes, we shouldn't say the F word on stream, but I did see, I haven't watched it yet, that Rory had uploaded a video talking about Forza, saying this kind of puts big pressure on Gran Turismo kind of thing. So perhaps, I don't quite know. I've never played Forza, never watched a video on it at all, I don't really think. But it'll be interesting to see if it does make a difference, if there's any features in there that Gran Turismo should hurry up and replicate, or just improve. Because that's it as well, it's not necessarily always about bringing out new features. You can, sometimes it's more important to just improve on what you've got. Great section of track this, by the way. It's just a shame that I'm not very good at it. F1 interesting yesterday. Yeah, it was. Yeah. What was interesting about it was I feel like, I don't know, because obviously you do have to contemplate driver safety, but I feel like the red flag was thrown a little bit too quick. Everybody was still racing around on the inters at that point. Now, what's the point of having the wet tyres there if you're not allowed to race on them? Surely people should have been on to the wets perhaps a bit more than just one driver, I think, at that time. I think it was somebody like Ocon. Ocon went on to the wets, didn't he? Full wets. And surely at that point, then you made the decision. But everybody was still driving around on inters and managing fairly fine. So it felt a little bit weird that the red flag got thrown so quickly. But Yeah, damp so we start behind the safety car. But then the rule is if they're starting behind the safety car, they have to be on full wets. I think I remember that being said. So then everybody when we restarted was on full wets. Was that correct or not? To be honest, the race was a little bit of a blur because I was just doing work as I was watching it, but oh no, correct. That was why the red flag was thrown, wasn't it? Because Joe put it in the wall. But I thought it was safety car for that, and then they decided to red flag it for the rain. But maybe they red flagged it because he was in the wall. Yeah, good point, actually. Oh, I take that back now, then. Yeah, that's right. I think they red flagged it because he was in the wall. Maybe they threw the safety car initially. Did they? And then they decided to red flag? I can't quite remember. Truth be told. Right, here we go. Start of this race, then. We're going to be good in and around and through and out of the corners. Anything with a bit of a bend, we're going to be okay. As soon as it comes to that straight, that's where we're going to be struggling. Here's the Porsche. Look at this. The Porsche, a car with notably lacking in top-end speed, and we're just about matching it there as we start to tail off into the slipstream. Oh, the final turn looked a bit chaotic there up front. That looked like we could have nabbed a position or two, but then just a little bit slow out the corner, bumping into the back of P5, fellow Brit. Difference to the speed of this McLaren though when it is in the slipstream. I was just going to say, please don't be a penalty, because there was nothing gained from being out there. Absolutely nothing gained. And then we get a penalty. Right, that's going to be a little bit of a killer then. Hopefully it doesn't unsettle our race too much. Damo, how we doing, mate? Feels like it's been a little while. Hope we're all well, mate. Hope we are all well. Right, we're going to have to serve this penalty here. I'm going to stick to the right-hand side. Oh, that is wonderful. Between the two of them there. They absolutely undo our penalty and we remain in P6. Wonderful. I need to be in the slipstreams though for this to for this car to really work. Look at this. There was someone looking at the inside there. One of these guys looking at the inside. Try to close that one off as we headed into the corner. There's places to be gained, yeah, there's places to be gained. Oh, lovely little move that. Lovely little move. Go, 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 go. Right, we've got the slipstream of Rogue Jedi. May the downforce not be with you. Let's go. Absolutely awful joke, that. Oh, into the pits he goes. Interesting. Interesting. Mike as well. How we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. 6 seconds off the lead here now. Please don't be another penalty. Please don't be another penalty. That one didn't quite feel as wide as the last one. Yeah, I think we're okay. Go, go, go. .9 to the lead. 6.1. Just watch that number creep up as we're on the straight. We could be looking at a podium, or we're going to try to be looking at the podium, I think. I think second gear is worth it. Coming out of that hairpin there. First to get turned, second to get out. The last thing I wanted really was this Porsche in front of us. Man, second gear wasn't enough there. I think that's just in comparison to the Porsche. I think it's probably still the quicker way to drive this car. Right, watch the difference of the slipstream in this McLaren though. We struggle to get up to 160. Oh, there was a gap there. I wasn't planning on going for it, but I thought he was drifting wide. Tap, tap. Oh, he was drifting across there. We weren't quite into the braking zone, but he was drifting across there. Oh man, nah, loads of time lost behind him there. We're going to go into the pits. If he goes in though, we're going to go one more. No, he doesn't. Right, change of tyres. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Oh, came out the worst possible place The timing of this has been awful. We jumped into the pits to get to try ourselves an undercut so that we weren't in traffic of what was only one car at that point, and now we're in the traffic of 3 cars. Oh, could have seen that coming a mile off there. Ducked underneath. That's unfortunate for Jessica. That's actually, I would say, fairly unfair racing. Most definitely. Most definitely. Yet again, unfair driving from the Spaniard there. I would say. Absolutely going to make sure we have this one to the inside. P5 could be on here. P1 still to pit. The current race leader. And in he goes right now. Oh, contact again from the Spaniard. That is absolutely shocking driving, that. Second time there that they've done the same thing. Firstly, it was on Jessica, who's now just behind us, and now they've done it to us. Not setting out to make friends, the Spaniard, yeah. Oh, that's just shocking. That is just absolutely shocking. Look at the carnage unfolding behind us there. They're dropping off the track. They've got a 1.5 second penalty now, which is only half a second penalty for each time they've rammed somebody off that we've seen. And now they're just parking it on the apex, so we can't even put our foot down. There we go, we get past them now. P6. Hopefully that's going to be the end of the Spaniard for us. Right, P5, 4 and 5 having a bit of a scrap. Let's get involved. Just pulling a slipstream there, just. The switch back there didn't quite work for us, did it? Only just, though. Come on, we're going to be on the last lap here for a battle for P4 or 5. If we get past P5 here, we could try and latch on to the back. As the race leader goes into the pits, where's he going to come out? Where is he going to come out? He's exiting the pits now. He's going to remain in front of us, I think. Yeah, P3 it is for him. Straight line speed of this guy behind us there. We're going to be able to still hang it around the outside, such as the grip of the McLaren over that 4GT. See why that thing's quite quick around here though. No! Oh no, almost binned it on the final corner. We just had the position there as well. Oh man, caught out by the curbs. Oh, that is a gutter. What a great race for that chap though. Oh man. We had it there as well. For like a 1/10 of a second we had P5. Oh dearie me. Story time for the boy. No bother at all, John. Catch you back here in a bit, mate. I don't know if you would have caught that engine, John, but that was a good one. Hey dear. Right, we go back in. I think, what time are we on? I think we do one more. And I think I'm going to go back into the Porsche. Now I'm going to rent the Porsche because I need to change the engine in mine, but I want to get plenty laps in, so let's try and improve. Possibly got enough for, well, we'll have enough time for 5 laps yet. Right, Adam's guessing that we're going to get down into the 25s. What's that saying? 897 or 997? I can't quite see. It's one of the two. Right, let's try to start improving this time. 26.4. Let's get at least 4 or 5 tenths out of this time. See if we can do it in this quali session. See, that was first gear out of there, the Ghost, and I stuck with second. I think you want to get possibly a bit of a short shift. Try and keep a few revs on in first, then up to second just before you floor it to try and get out that corner. Trying to find how late you can brake in the Porsche, because it's not quite as late as what you could in the McLaren. Might get a couple of tenths out of this. I'm going to try and brake a little bit later again. Oh, that's too late. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. It worked out better to go a little bit deeper into the corner, really. Got a better exit as a result. 4 tenths up. Here we go then. This might put us down into the, depending on the exact numbers, to the 1000th, put us into the 25s. Looks like it's going to only just 983. Tenths down. We get another 2 laps here, I think. Right, not quite. Let's try and cross the line with as much speed as we can into turn 1. It's mad how long you can be on that rev limiter there. Yeah, second gear's just not worth it out of there. It's too long. There's still too much in first. And second gear is a huge gear in this car. Huge range. Need to be in first for getting out that corner, I think. Right, so hopefully this race will be starting a little bit further up the grid, potentially. At the very least, we want to end the stream on a podium if we can. Who was closest on the guesses then? I think it was possibly Adam. What did he say? Oh, he said 897. 806, said Damo. You aren't allowed to beat 25.806. I'm guessing, Damo, that is your time. Very quick lap. 10th and a half ahead of me. Almost 2 tenths ahead there. I don't quite think I can take any more time out of it though. Oh, we're not even starting that high up. Look who's in P1. Look who's in P1. God, I'm absolutely sweating in this office now. It's very warm in here. The weird thing is, I might talk a bit too soon in this race, but the weird thing is that you don't tend, or it feels like you don't really see or feel the tyre deg too much. So I think if you did pit early, as some people are, I think the benefit of being in the clean air outweighs the slightly slower pace of the tyre deg, because I don't think that you feel it too much on this track, as long as you can drive smoothly enough. Always the time look to beat on the leaderboards. Well, maybe I could take a couple of more tenths, but I think this week, mate, you've got me beaten on that one. For sure. Right, now Adam's P1. I'm going to look, obviously, to gain as many places as possible. Doubt we'll manage to catch up to Adam in P1. But I said I want the podium. As that guy leaves. Oh! Oh! I don't really know what to make of that one. Just managed to avoid the Peugeot there. Right, P5 and 6 in front. Oh, how did I end up tapping him there? Absolute carnage strikes behind. Do the same tyres in the Porsche. Yeah, it's good on its tyres, the Porsche, to be fair, and even when they're entirely red on the kind of radar thing down at the bottom, you do get good grip out the Porsche. It could be worth not changing the tyres in the pit if you are desperate to try and jump someone, but I think overall you probably are going to make up the time on the fresh tyres. Right, that's 2 incidences we've had then in this race. The first one I was unsure on. The second one I definitely made the mistake and just didn't brake early enough. Or I maybe should have dropped down the gears a little bit quicker to try and engine brake and slow the car down. Bumped into that Spaniard there. Right, otherwise at the minute we're running quite fine. 5 seconds to Adam up front. .7 to Adam. Oh, what's going on for Adam? 4.6, he's losing time. Has he got damage or something? Yeah, so you need to get that back. I think that it is worth it though, changing tyres. I definitely think you gain back that, because you only then need about half a second a lap, but I think that's fairly easy to find. I don't know, I might be wrong. But I feel the benefit immediately when I go out on the new tyres. Oh, you absolute idiot. You absolute idiot. Just went and copied exactly what the guy in front of me just went and did there. Oh, 1.5 second penalty. This is going to be brutal. I don't actually know if we lose any places here. 3 seconds to the place behind. Now, a half second's normally not too bad because you can just make it up by braking later into this corner. But a second and a half is brutal. That is definitely a little bit of a race killer. When you say lose one place, John, what are you talking about? In the pits, you think? We'd lose a place by changing the tyres? Is that what you're thinking? Oh, you mean you think I would lose a place from that 1.5 second penalties? Luckily we didn't. But yeah, that might have been what you were replying to, sorry. Yeah, I thought I'd lose a place. Luckily not, yeah, but that Frenchman behind's got a bit of pace about him. So you need to be careful, yeah. No more mistakes putting it into the wall. That was a really silly one, that. Right, catch it up to P4 here. Looks like he's in the Alpha. Great little car, that. That might be worth a look. Although I'm not sure I'll be doing it tonight. I think I'm going to have to make this the last one. Ben, we're in the Porsche. We're in the 911. And we weren't at that point in first gear. Right, changing the tyres. Go, 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 come on. Right, Adam goes into the pits. Phil's in front here. See if we can have this one. Trying desperately to close to P5. We said we wanted to look at the podium. I think me putting it into the wall a bit earlier kind of wrote that one off on lap 2 or 3, whatever it was. Ooh, almost put it off the track there. Oh, that's cost us a lot of time, that's cost us a lot. He's put it into the wall there and then not even lost the place. That's how much time that has cost us. So the penalty there. It's looking like P5 for us, to be fair. unless by some miracle I can claim back 2.5 seconds to the Frenchman in front here. That's not adding. I'd laugh if it wasn't. Two seconds the gap now. Yeah, I wouldn't laugh, to be fair. Yeah, exactly. Very good point. .5 the gap again now. Really trying hard to close this gap now. .8, come on. That is the podium position there. I just need to do enough to try and close this gap and chase it down. Can we at least get to within slipstream? That would have been mega helpful for this straight. Not quite. Come on, it's well and truly on here. P4 at least. He's going for it, he's going for it. He's going to go for it. He wants that podium. He's going to go for it, definitely. There you go. Ah, I thought it might have compromised him. Not quite. That's a close race, though. Going to be P5. Oh, we lost a lot of time behind them there as well. Tell you what, Adam had a tough race there, look. 9/10 behind him. 9/10. That is close. Fair play to Adam. Nicely done, mate. Nicely done. Yeah, I definitely would cry if I found out that wasn't Adam. I actually don't know how Adam's done that in the McLaren. You can be really, really quick in that car, but if someone's close enough to you, they'll have you on the straight. So he's done really well there. At least he smashed it there. Right, now I'm actually starting to believe that that wasn't you, Adam. James already said that. German was blocking P3 near the end. Blocking to defend P3, do you mean? Oh, he's blocking P4, yeah, so defending for the podium. Yeah, no good that. Tell you what, let's try one more different car. I mean, everyone's in the Ford, but I don't want to be racing in the Ford. I tell you what, because I love the Alpha, but we very rarely get to racing it because it's never normally that quick for most of the circuit. So let's jump in the Alpha and let's just give it a quick go. We'll have enough time for 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, potentially 5 laps, probably 4. The word gullible's written on my car. Well, Adam's a quick driver, so he might be a good teacher as well. Who knows? Right. Let's see how good this Alpha is, because I really, really like this car normally. And it looks like it's doing all right round here. Oh, it's got decent top end as well, actually. Up to 163 as we hit the braking zone. Not quite got the brakes on it that the McLaren does. A little bit similar to the Porsche. Oh, it's actually a little bit understeery through here. So where I thought this... excuse me. Oh, geez. Where I thought this car would be best, it actually is not. Adam, I dare you to jump in the Alpha, see what you can do in that. It's a good little car this, but it's actually a bit more of a struggle than I thought it was going to be. It's not, it doesn't feel that twitchy, it feels a bit more understeery than it normally is. Or than I was expecting. Come on, let's try and improve in this. got a bit of improving to do for sure. Struggling a little bit in this alpha. I was trying to see there whether or not short shifting was actually worth it in this thing. Evidently not. Right, a couple of more laps. 2 more laps we'll get here. What is our fastest time of this session going to be? And can we beat that 125.983? Doesn't look like it at the minute. I think I just need to learn to trust it a little bit more, perhaps push a little bit more. There we go, 4/10 up. Four-tenths improvement. We're still going to be nowhere near that current best. Still 5/10 off. Let's try and see if I can really push it this lap. Surprised there, actually. 3/10 benefit there. Right, okay, now we're not far off the pace. Third gear is worth it out of a few of these corners. Second, I think I'm going to try out of this one. Oh, look at that. This wasn't even a great lap. Actually, that wasn't a particularly good lap, but this is not going to be too far off my actual best. Just not quite down, unfortunately, to the 20. To the 25s. That's not too shabby though. We're getting there in the little alpha. It's doing well. It's doing well. Whew. Right. Alex, how you doing, mate? Welcome along, welcome along. Good evening, hope we're all well. P8 in this one. Adam's still on pole position. Oh, Adam, I thought you were going to... Well, I didn't think you were going to because you didn't say yes or no, but I was hoping you might have gave the Alpha a try. Sticking with the 650. You've got two Fords behind you now. They're going to be difficult to hold off on those straights, I think. Adam will absolutely outrun them in the corners in the McLaren. But on the straight, he will be a sitting duck twice because you've got two Ford GTs behind him. We've got one in front of us, which might mean a nice slipstream. Here we go. P8, trying out the Alpha. Let's see how this little beast fares up. Let's go. Thank God he ghosted. How on earth did we make it through that? Come on, we want the podium. We want the podium, let's go. Oh. I think we got nudged there. I think we got nudged. Is that to avoid an action? We've also outbroke ever so slightly there. Someone into the wall I heard behind me there. Oh, that'll go at the inside there. Oh, man. Tell you what it is in the slipstream, this thing is an absolute beast. Porsche just hangs on around the outside there, very nicely in fact. Right, we can see the podium though, P3 there. Come on, this is what we want in this race. This is what we're aiming for. End the stream on a high. Oh man. Well, that's brought us all closer together. He goes into the pits there. Smart idea. Well, potentially. He's going to have to make those tyres last a few extra laps. Oh, they've punted each other. We've got hit as well by the Frenchman who runs on through there. I don't necessarily agree with that one, I have to say it. He's binned it anyways, has he? Has he not? Oh god, it's all kicking off now. Plenty door banging going on. Oh, we've been hit again. Contact again. We get pushed out. Silent alarm to our rescue there. What a hero. Intentional or not, I do not know. He's gone for it though because he knows this is the podium position. He's going to go to our inside. We almost tapped him there. I would have been so sorry if we did. Really trying to make sure the two of us got through there. Slightest bit of contact, but it's enough in a rear-wheel drive car, of course. Glad we both managed to get through that one there. Good move by him. He's going to go defensive to the inside. I'm going to go to the outside. Do we have ourselves a better exit than the Viper? We do not. But we're going to be in its slipstream. The closer goes for the move. He was always going to make contact there. Hope Silent Alarm doesn't think that was us. I hope. He peels off into the pits. Right, we want this podium. Silent Alarm just in front of us, having it at the moment. Brian, how we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. Right. Now I think we kind of agreed that changing tyres is the way to go. We could potentially, it's just a minimum pit stop. We don't have to change tyres because We've only got the softs to choose from anyways. We could jump him here and just try and defend by not changing our tyres. I think we're going to carry on as we've done all night. Get a fresh set in the pits. All good, mate, all good. This race has been treating us fairly well. We had a couple of moments, a couple of penalties that I wasn't too keen on, but oh, this is going to be the problem though. Look at all this traffic we're about to come out into. Look at all this traffic. Oh no, this is awful. This is absolutely awful. Adam's just been into the pits there. Hang on a minute, if Adam's just been into the pits, how come he's ended up behind us? Has Adam had a bit of a nightmare? It looks like it. He's in the Dodge. I thought he was. Jaffa Cakes, loving that livery. P10. How have we ended up in P10? How has this happened? I'm not following this race at all at the moment. Just so much slower in the Alpha. I think that might be, you know. Look at the lap times actually. And I think we've been jumped in the pits. We've been lapping 26s in race in the other cars. And looking at that actually, we've lapped 27.3 as our fastest. I think we've actually been jumped on the undercut quite a bit. That was me, that was me. Just wasn't expecting him to literally be parked on the apex there. I don't think he was moving at all. Great racing that, he's gone back for it. Adam's found his way through. P9 for him. That is such a weird one, that. Oh, he's binned it, he's binned it, he's binned it. Right, we're racing with Adam now. He's got a penalty though. Oh, he's in the Ferrari. No, is that the Ferrari or the McLaren? Why am I being so daft now? Did I just send Adam into that corner? I don't know if I made contact with him there or not. I was too busy trying to look at the badge on his car. I'm sure he's in the McLaren, isn't he? I actually can't tell. Sorry, Adam, if I made contact with you there. I was like, oh, I'll bump draft him, and then I realised we were literally like on top of the braking zone. I thought, oh, maybe I won't. Not a good idea. Right, race leader comes in. Oh, he is in the McLaren, I thought so. And then looking at it, I thought, oh, maybe that actually looks a bit like the 458. And well, that's normally Adam's car of choice, the Ferrari. Trying to work out what's gone so badly wrong here, because there's no way we were that far off the pace. I didn't think anyways. Adam right behind us, look. Right, we're back with closer at. Oh! That was almost enough to lose it there. Big Constantina effect there. Everybody into everybody. Oh man, never mind. P9 it is. Good fun way to end the stream. That Alpha surprisingly off the pace, but no, look at 26.4 the last laps. Maybe it's, I don't know. I literally don't know where that race went at all. Craig, how are we doing? Good evening. Really weird, that one. I just don't know where that race went. Seem to just have... Well, I literally don't know. Unless, did I bin it and just totally forget that we, like, binned it, or what? Where did I basically lose 10 seconds? Did I crash at the start of the race and genuinely like have forgotten or what? Cannot remember. Yeah, silent alarm. Where is he? Good stuff. Racing's not been too bad, Craig. We didn't get onto the podium, which is what we were aiming for. But yeah, it was. We've had some all right races. To be fair, we've had some all right races. Not been too bad. Possibly going to try and stream a little bit later in the week. Might try and do something over the weekend. I'm not too sure. We might have a little look at the time trials, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not normally a fan of doing time trial streams. I find that they can tend to be a little bit boring. I know I can talk quite a bit, but I can't quite talk for 3 hours while I lap the same track over and over. So I always feel like that's never really one worth watching for people. But we might have a little look. I don't quite know. F1 this week, of course, going to Monza. So we'll see whether or not that turns out to be a good race. I hate Monza as a track to drive. I'm really not a fan of it. I've grown to like it a little bit more the past few times that we've at least raced it on here and watched it on the F1, but I don't know, something about Monza I'm just not a fan of. I don't know. I do not know. But there we go. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that one though. Enjoy your week, and I shall hopefully catch you all a little bit later in the week. Ooh, 3-hour race on Sunday. I'd probably be up for that, John. I know you mentioned that actually on the stream the other day, so I would probably be up for that for sure. Don't think. Let me just double check Sunday calendar. I shall soon tell you. Let me tell you. Yeah, apart from Italian Grand Prix in my diary, nothing else happening. So we could quite potentially do a 3-hour race. I'd be up for that, mate. Absolutely. You tell me what track we're on, and I will bring the wet tyres. But there we go. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Catch you a little bit later in the week. We probably stream if John's going to do this 3-hour race that we're talking about here. Oh, Group 2 Bathurst. Yes, you did mention. In that case, yes, let's consider it done. Let's try and get that streamed. Or at the very least, I'll be taking part in that then. At the very, very least. Lovely stuff, though. Enjoy the rest of your week, everyone. I shall catch you all back here at the very latest then, Sunday. For Group 2 of Bathurst. That sounds like a bit of fun, doesn't it? Not too shabby. Right, enjoy your week. I'll catch you all in a little bit. Toodles.